AITA for asking my dad to drive me home in the middle of my engagement dinner. F 26. Just got engaged to my fiancé. I'm 32, who's the only son my future mother-in-law has, and she is incredibly involved in his adult life. At first that didn't bother me, as I see it as a good thing that he has a good relationship with his mom, but it started getting worse with her constantly getting involved in my personal life as well. His family decided to have a small celebration for our engagement, and they invited my family for dinner. NTA. May I suggest that you rethink your fiancé as a life partner? He seems not willing to address his mother as an equal adult. Create some boundaries for her to keep, and defend you when needed. All of those are part of a strong, enduring marriage. NTA. Do not marry this guy. He will always put his mother first and he will never have your back. If you ignore my advice and stay with him, use long-term birth control, implant or IUD. That can't be tampered with, and maintain your own bank account for your income, savings. Because his mother can't be trusted not to mess with your birth control, and your fiancé will give his mother your savings if she asks for it. Your mill is only part of your problem. The bigger problem is that your fiancé supports her and not you. He handed her the phone so she could berate you after leaving a dinner where she insulted you and tried to dictate whether you'd have children. Consider this a preview of what it will be like to be married to her, because you essentially will be. NTA, but proceed with caution. Absolutely NTA. And I'd be really worried your fiancé did not back you up. I don't often say this, but you should consider breaking off the engagement. This does not bode well for the marriage. NTA. It's easier to dump a mama's boy than divorce one. The day someone calls me to let their mom scold me is the day they get yeeted with great force right out of my life. Adults do not act that way. NTA. I am really sorry, but I think you need to reconsider your plan to marry this guy. That engagement party was just a tiny taste of what your married life will be like. NTA. His mom is a classic narcissist, and the fact he didn't defend you at all while your fiancé knows you want to be child-free means he was lying to you. He wasn't supporting his mother because he wanted you two to make up. He was supporting his mother so you'd cave to his need for children. The problem with that is you told him you plan to be child-free. He didn't take that for the "this is my position, it is," but as an obstacle that he just needs to overcome. And brought up the kids topic and said that she get a say in that. I love my mother dearly, but I've told her flat out that any discussion about children is between me and any spouse I may or may not have. If she ever told me she had a say in my life like that when I was upset, well, she'd probably lose a son. I'm not saying you can't change your mind, or even you shouldn't, but it should absolutely be your choice, made for the right reasons, and not for pressure. Most importantly, your fiancé is supposed to have your back. Like, literally yours first. He's supposed to be your partner. He's supposed to work in your best interests. By definition, how didn't he? A. Tell his mother in no uncertain terms that you didn't want children and tell her that it wasn't a fucking cool topic. B. Shut his mother the fuck up ASAP at the dinner, given that I'm sure you told him it wasn't a comfortable topic. C. Not let his mother use his fucking cell phone to scream at you. Who the fuck is he marrying? Mommy or you? If your decisions don't matter, why does he want to be part of your life together? With terms you have very clearly articulated, which don't include children or a harpy mother-in-law screeching at you for grandchildren every holiday. Go to JUSTNOMIL sub on here for support. 1. Tell your fiancé that his mother gets no say in your relationship and future marriage. 2. She gets no say in whether you have kids. 3. She has no say in wedding plans or honeymoon. 4. If he can't get that, then he needs a new fiancé. NTA. You will be a complete dumbass to marry this man. NTA. Your mother-in-law is a total jerk. Your dad is amazing, and your fiancé is on thin ice. NTA. Run for the hills. If you marry this guy, you might as well be marrying the mother. Sounds like a future Norman Bates. Low-key YTA. For God's sakes, periods are not just for the end of paragraphs. NTA. She should not have totally disregarded your autonomy like that. Also, if this woman is going to be in your life long term, you might consider visiting R. Just normal. YTA. If you marry this guy, how many red flags do you need before enough is enough? This guy is literally telling you he will always prioritize his mom over you. You know this, and yet you come to Reddit to complain but don't actually want to do anything about it. Like, dump your stupid fiancé. If you follow through with your engagement, you're making a conscious choice that this is going to be your future. NTA. I'm so sorry about your sister. I can tell from the way you write about her death that it was very hard for you. No one has any say in whether or not you have a child but you. It's a conversation you have to have with your spouse. And it sounds like you have. But you do not owe your mill an explanation or conversation about the topic. Period. In addition to finding ways to create better boundaries with your mill, I think you should consider counseling with your fiancé, as he clearly did not respect your boundaries either. Perhaps because of his mother's abuse, he doesn't know how to and needs help. Side note, your dad sounds awesome and I applaud him supporting you. NTA. How your fiancé is behaving around his mom now is how it's going to be for the entire marriage. He's not standing up to her on your behalf. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life with a person who won't tell Mill to back off when she's getting out of line? NTA. But please learn how to use a NTA. The only reason she'd get say in future grandchildren would be if she birthed them herself. Disgusting, but true. I would run for the hills. It's only going to get worse. NTA. Re-evaluate if you want to deal with that woman for the rest of your married life. NTA. The mill stinks, but your fiancé is worse because he is the one who will be making vows to you and he saw you being mistreated and did nothing about it. He's a limp dick, and unless he makes a big change, this will be one of many times he allows his loyalty to his mom outweigh his loyalty to you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.